Wow. Okay. So I have so much information. Hello, everyone. Okay. Um, I've been being sent a lot of tea. Chrisean, I think we got you. Chrisean, girl. Because somebody is very angry with you, Chrisean, in your family. In your family, girl. You need to figure out who's doing this. Hello, everyone. Hi. I miss you. Oh, hi, Crypto. I missed you too. I missed you too. Yes, please like the video. Please like the video. Shout out to Nikki. Hi. Kay, Denise. Hi, Denise. Hi, Shannon. Evelyn. Hi, Coco. Hi, Coco. Voiceovers. Hi, sorry, it flew up. Ro, hi, Ro. Cecilia, Black Gypsy. Was in what F was you at yesterday? Trying to get this panel together. Like, we have Miss J now, but tomorrow doesn't necessarily work for her either. So we're gonna do, I believe, Wednesday. I'm just waiting for her to give me a time crunch. And I'm also waiting to hear back from Blownet. So once I hear back from those two ladies, because we're supposed to do the panel, I was planning on doing the panel yesterday. But again, we're going to do it. That's all that matters. We are going to do it, and shout out to all of the people that will be joining us. I really appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. You're wonderful people. Okay, thank you so much. Tonight, well, not tonight, this afternoon or evening, however you want to put it, I speak to the doctor. Okay, he's going to be calling me from 2 to 4, and he has about an hour to spare. So I'm going to try to, if I have time, I'm going to try to jump on live, or I'll just jump on live and just won't say anything to you guys. It's just let the doctor talk, but I'm definitely going to record it. So either way, you're going to hear about it. Okay, you're going to hear what the doctor has to say based off of photos, what he thinks may be going on with Junior, Junior's club foot, and more. So that's what we're going to be discussing. Now, we won't be discussing any of the medical records that have been leaked because we don't know if it's his information. So since we don't know it's his information, we're pretty much just going to leave all that out and just let him give his opinion, his medical professional opinion on what he feels is going on from a distance, just by looking at photographs and some videos, what he thinks is going on. So yeah, so that's going to be happening today. I'm excited because the first doctor we had wasn't real. This one is real. Okay. The disrespect you've been getting has me heated. I mean, look at me. I'm fine. So you should be fine too. So you should be fine too. Um, what's going on with the news thing? That information will stay outside of YouTube. All I can tell you is that if this story gets picked up, you'll be the first to know. You'll be the first to know. Again, the news station was harassed after we called. Okay, they got hundreds of calls from slow people that could only say their ABCs to B. They couldn't get past B, couldn't count past two. Um, just saying the weirdest thing. Who is this like weirdo? That like, yeah. They're not even speaking English. It's annoying, and you're like spamming in another like language. It's weird. You don't know what you're saying. Um, so yeah. So I'm excited about everything that we have coming up on the show. Okay. I appreciate all of y'all's support. I've been trying my hardest to keep up with everyone. It's a lot going on. So again, and there's a lot of people trying to ruin certain things. Okay. We've had people trying to call and say that Junior's 100% okay. Hitting up the mayors and governors and CPS, just like there's thousands of people calling CPS reporting Chrisean. There's also thousands of people calling CPS saying the direct opposite. You know that? Yeah, saying the direct opposite. So that's why you can't let the left know what the right is doing. Okay. So when it comes to all of that good information, if the story is picked up, I will tell you. But other than that, a lot of stuff that I've been doing behind the scenes, I'm leaving behind the scenes. Right. Just like the doctor, I will be proving that he is a medical professional. But other than that, like we won't be saying his name and stuff like that because he'll be harassed. Like this is what people do. If people harassing me, why wouldn't they harass anyone I call or anyone I try to get a hold of? They've already been trying to contact the intervention specialist. They've been contacting them. So yeah, so we have to, some things will be public and a lot of things that we do will be held behind the scenes just so we can get it going. It's going to be hard to do if you have people trying to sabotage um, what we have going on. Has your family been harassed? My family has been contacted, but my family hasn't been harassed because we can all fight. So they've been contacted. I wouldn't say nothing about harassed. Like I wouldn't say that. So yeah, we can all fight. So yeah, like, we're not worried about any of that stuff. Okay, everyone I know is fine, and doing well, and that's all that matters. Yeah, we gonna fight. So yeah, we not. I understand people being harassed that can't fight. I get it. Call cops. But as long as you're not threatening us, we're fine. Yeah, we don't care about an insult, or anything like that. Run up. That's all we can tell you. Yeah, that's it. You're angry. You should probably do something about it. Yeah. So yeah, I don't worry about again, this is my first rodeo. Like this isn't my I've done this like multiple times. And I'm used to people, wanting bad things to stay bad. Again, just like some people are okay with Krishan trying to change right in her way. Like doing the whole church thing and staying away from Blueface, all of that. There's a lot of people that are angry that that's going on. Fact. There are some people that are not okay with Krishan separated from Blueface. There are some people that are not okay with Krishan not, running around here drunk all the time on drugs, swinging on people, and all that stuff. So, yeah, girl, that's weird. They contacted your family and said that you're on child support. I have joint custody of my kids. Why would I not pay child support? God, that's weird. No one in my family has contacted me. My mom called to say hi. I talked to my cousin because we just talk. Like that's just what we do. But no one has called me and said, "Hey, somebody from you." No one. They all have my number. It hasn't changed. It's been the same for 7 years. Going on 8. So yeah, no one in my family has contacted me. Nobody. Yeah. Isn't HIPAA supposed to be like getting rid of them? Aren't I getting sued? That's the stuff I'm interested in. Okay. I paid child support for 17, about to be 17 years. Or well, 18, technically. I've never been arrested. My license have never been taken away. None of that. So if I've never been arrested, that means I paid my child support then, right? What's the discussion? Like, what are we talking about? Now you can come on my chat like they put up mugshots of you getting arrested for not paying child support failure to pay. That's impossible. That's never happened. That's weird. So bringing up child support means what? What does that mean? I have joint custody, not sole. Their mom don't have sole custody either. Just joint. 50-50. So what's the conversation? I don't. I'm trying to get it. Like I'm just trying to figure out like what does that mean? Are they? Now I can understand if somebody's putting on like mug shots. Like, you can't do that. That's impossible. Literally impossible. Okay. Anything else? I'm an open book. You know, I'm an open book. When you have nothing, you just do anything. You say anything because you have nothing. You have nothing at all. So yeah, anything else? I'll talk about it. Like, are they mad at me? Are they upset? Why? Are you mad? So you're mad at me. You're angry. Hmm. Are y'all okay? Hmm. So yeah, I mean, we're good over here. I gotta call my kids again. I mean, but they're at school. But and I mean, my oldest, he's in there laying down. Yeah. Again, nothing will change. Mhm. I will keep fighting for Junior. I will keep raising awareness. Yeah. I I don't have anything to hide. And they're upset. Ooh. Are you guys gonna get me? Oh, they are mad. Oh, they want to hurt me, don't they? Ooh, interesting. Shout out to Brittany. She says, I'm weak every time you say that. What, boo? Thanks for the super sticker. You're so sweet. Thank you. Don't look. That's why they're trying to, that's why they're saying I pay child support now. Duh. you know, duh. Whatever. Um, Save Junior? Is that where you're mad at me? I'm young and I'm skinny. Whatever. Like I don't know. I just don't know what to say. Like what you pay child support. When I first came on YouTube, they said I didn't have kids. when, when I first came in, they said I was lying. Then when I'm lying, till they not mine. Then when they not mine, they is, but he ain't taking care of them. Then he do take care of them, but there's no tea on Sean. None. I would tell you. I would tell you. There's no tea on Sean. There is. Y'all upset about it. That's why y'all mad. Yeah, there's no tea on me. Like I said, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here if I had all this stuff to hide. Girl, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Okay, I commit the crime and run. Yes, I have beat up plenty of people. They can't prove it. Yes, I don't run from the fight. I run after the fight. I'm not talking to nobody. I was at home all day. I don't know what you're talking about. I have been here all day. I did not beat up 3 people at the park. Okay, sir? It's giving profiling. We are all not the same person. I don't mind my lip bleeding. I fell on the way in here trying to come to the door to answer to talk to people for nothing. My eye been closed. I was born like this. Is that a problem? Is that a problem? Yes. Y'all commit the crime and run. I don't know about y'all. I'm not fighting you and I'm still swinging while the police pulling up. For what? I'm already be pulling in the driveway. That's y'all. That I ain't got time for all that. I won. Did When you knock a motherfuckers clean out, you know, 2, 3 hits to the car. Before they hit the ground, I'm already pulling. Are you okay? You better ask about me. Oh yeah, I've been in plenty of fights. This mouth, plenty. I just left. That's all. And they're mad. And they're upset with me. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. So yes, I love you guys. Shout out to us because we're amazing. Somebody said show the babies. Hold on. I was so beaut. Oh, I just had what's the names pop up. No. Thanks. Says show me the babes. This is one of my daughters. Is this why y'all mad? It's my other daughter. Are y'all mad? I feel like you just naming stuff just to name it. I can even show you my shopping cart. I have reasonable stuff. You always say that. It's reasonable. And then $100 later. It's not $100. It's $138. Are y'all mad? Are y'all mad? Are you guys upset with me or like what? Did I want my kids to be ugly or something like that? They're not. I promise. They're gorgeous. Sweet girls. So sweet. Man, I love my girls. God. I mean, I'm not a family channel. This is about me. This is about me. All right? I don't know what they're talking about. Shout out to In the House. This says I'm an Instagram supporter. Thank you for all you do. No problem. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. If that's what they're upset with. Like, are y'all okay? My kids are gorgeous. And I don't just say it because I'm their parent. I mean it. Because if they was ugly, I said it too. I'm like, yeah, they all right. I'm like, yeah, they all right. They all right. You know? I know about a lot of them and you either. So, but yeah, gorge. I have gorgeous children. Like they really are. And my son, my God, he's so cute. He looks just like me. Oh my God, he's so cute. But yeah, my kids are you okay? Are you okay? Are you upset? Because we could win at that too. Having a family channel? They're not interested. They're not. I started the channel for them way even before me, right? I started the channel for my girls, and they were so cute. They were so adorable. Hold on, I think I still have the channel. They were so adorbs. They made slime, and it was so cute. They were just the cutest names. Now when I show them, of course, they're so embarrassed. But I don't know, why can't I make it bigger? This was their profile picture on there. This is how little they were. Oh, they were so little. So they were so little, and they had a channel. They were like making slime, and what else did they do? Oh, they did some paintings. And whatnot. They had their little, ladle or whatever you call them. And they would be like on the porch on the back deck, and it would be so cute. And they would just be like painters. I'm like, I should make a channel for them because y'all are just like adorable, It's Brant. You said Bennett. It's Brant. Yeah, DT. And you're mad about it. So yeah, DT. You're close, but are y'all slow? That's a shame. Bennett. No, Brant. And you're upset about it. Brant, who works a full-time job, wonderful mother, okay? Absolutely. And she crazy about me. Like, my kid's mom and I, we are best friends. Like, we literally are. We talk every day. We email even still. We text every day, send each other funny videos. We hang out at each other's houses. Like we are thicker than thieves. Like we are super close. And we have always been like that. No matter she's in a relationship, I'm in a relationship, we're always going to be a family. And we've always been that. And y'all mad about it. Okay. I've been online 7 years, going on 8. Nothing has happened to my family. Nothing has happened to anybody's jobs or anything like that. Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? You want to put up information? Let's put up information. I can do it too. Rock tards, what is this? What is this? Because I'm surely about to explain it. The title says that Chrisean has been popped. That we now have proof that Chrisean, do I want more kids? No. No. But I am excited to become a grandparent one day. I am excited for that. I am excited to be a pawpaw. I am excited for that. So my kids are gonna have kids. So it's blurry on purpose. Because they keep saying HIPAA's coming for me. When I don't know. they, ain't it supposed to be dark over here? And according to some 50-pound wigs online, ain't it supposed to be like this over here? Ain't it supposed to be like this? I don't know why y'all be over there. you know. Are I supposed to be getting sued? Shouldn't we be live talking about my lawsuit between me and Chrisean? Because sexless bitches supposed to be paying for it. Wasn't there like a $3,000 or $4,000 background check done on me? Who does that when I don't have a background? Like that's stupid. My background come back like that. Let's go hold me back child support. Well, this is why they be so mad at me. Because they want me angry. They want about what? Like what has happened? what am I supposed to be upset about? That y'all keep listening to liars and jealous people and envious people? Because I don't feature them. So I have no idea what they're saying and why. I could care less. Beat me up. Beat me up. You want me to stop talking about Chrisean Jr.? Beat me up. It's hard to go live in a body casket. Or a body cask. It's hard to go live like that. So yeah, beat me up. Hurry up. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. Like, what has happened? People say they have information on me. They have this, they have that. Why am I still here? Why haven't I ran? Because the only way to get me is by beating me up. Beat me up. Because you can get me no other way. When I say there's no tea on me, none. I told hoes years ago, you'll get bored looking into my name. You get bored. There's nothing to see here. That's why they always have to go to try to get to other people in my life. Oh, what about this person? What about this? Yeah, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about any of that. Oh, girl. Yeah. Not somebody said they calling ice on me, girl. Didn't y'all not see the video on my live? I was all up in Ice's face. Imagine. Imagine. Are you okay? I just did a video. Have y'all seen any immigrants that the people that are not supposed that were not born here recording ICE? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? I have a whistle. Okay? I have a whistle. And I will blow it. All right? So yeah, I don't know what these people are talking about, and I don't care. This is why I don't care. Because once again, anytime y'all see a hoe hate no shine, go say this. But what has happened? See, they can't say that about Sean. Sean has been talking about Chrisean Jr. and what has happened. She put him on a coat. She bought a car seat, grill. She stopped showing him online as much as she used to. Like, all that's done happened. His alleged wannabe daddy signing a petition and all. Plenty has happened. News stations are interested in stories. All that. What's going on with that Sean piece, though? What's going on with the whole? You said that YouTube was going to take him down. Why is he still over there talking? What happened with HIPAA? You said that you'll help Chrisean sue him or pay for it. Or what's going on with all that? A free lawsuit? Why would she say no? Why would she say no to that? Girl, again, I pay these just no mind because they will do nothing to me. I'm not worried about no hoe. And y'all shouldn't be neither. That's why we are the uncheckables, because we have not been checked. Introduce us to who's supposed to be doing it. 404-954-2043. Okay? It's the difference between when somebody's telling the truth because they don't mind saying it to you. See, I will say everything that I'm about to say to Chrisean's face. I'll say it to her face. Are you okay? Are you okay? Because I'm not lying on her. I have no reason to lie on you for what? You done enough damage. There's no reason for me to lie on you. Okay? But if the girls are going around here, Sean this, Sean that, Sean this, Sean that, Sean 404, say it to his face. Make it true. Make it true, because I don't lie. I don't have a reason to lie about my life. I'm proud of it. Like, I'm proud of my life. So, I mean, I am. Ew. So, yeah, just ask them that. That's it. That's all. Lonely Star, don't be a dumb bitch your whole life. I literally have not even said a name. So arguing with who? How is this an argument? Calmly having a conversation. Don't be basic your whole life. Okay? And don't ever speak to me again. That's weird. I'm literally telling people if they have a problem, they can talk to me. I'm saying that my haters have every right to call and address me. Are you okay? Are you okay? Girl, don't be basic your whole life. That's weird. See how I calmly just read your, just let you know that you can call too, and I'll check anybody in your household, everybody. There's not a soul breathing in your house right now I won't check, even your dog. You can call too. And ask me why I keep addressing haters. I'm addressing my chat. My chat's talking about, not me. I don't even know who they're talking about. I don't even know who they're talking about because I don't feature them. Are you okay? Imagine tuning into a hoe that don't know you, but talking about you. Why would I do that? That's weird. That's very weird. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you mad at me? Okay. Okay. I'm just hanging up if this is not a crustacean. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that because I'm too nice. I'm too nice to do that. I'm really not, though. Hi. You're live on the Evershine everywhere. Hold on. Oh, I forgot to connect this. Hello? Hello? I'm good. How are you?
Power on. The Bluetooth device is ready. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Because somebody had to do it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And someone, they have to step in and get this child. Because before you know it, he's going to take him out. So I signed a petition. I had my homegirl sign a petition out on Facebook, Instagram, and all.
Thank you.
Sending this petition. And one thing about it, I'm a minister myself.
Oh, okay. Yes,
and
Lord.
That man who he goes to church to, he needs to be rebuked. having that foul demon in front of his ministry. It's sad.
Yes.
So what he is doing, he is enabling that demon, and like it's all right.
Correct.
But these young people and these young girls,
correct,
like, and just stop the stuff that she's doing to this child.
I'm about to shout.
And I had watched. I was watching her one night, and when she heard Junior fall, because he wasn't even in front of her.
He wasn't.
That child was upstairs.
He was, girl.
And that child failed.
Hard.
That I've been so every time I said, you know, I am so tired of seeing this girl. Next time I want to see her, I want to see her in jail. What she did to Ronnie.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
And what she have done to many others, especially she destroyed that baby life and still destroying him.
She did.
So no telling of those bruises what was on Junior, and by his eyes and stuff, Chrisean had to be punching that child.
Ooh.
Because the marks was black on his face.
Ooh.
By his eyes. And they were like, look at Chrisean, he don't fail again. No, she punched that baby. Like she pitched that baby real good that time when she act like she went over try to stop him from crying. She said, "Oh, you crying?" No, she was pinching that child. And I'm like, if I find out where she's at when she tried to do that little boxing thing, I'm gonna box CPS right on over there.
Well,
I know that church
did you see that the fans just sent her candy and chocolate to the gym? Oh, she hung up right. I wanted to elaborate with you, girl. That y'all see the fans just sent her chocolate and flower. What was it? Flowers? I don't know how the video. So I feel like Kim, her manager, I feel like she said that on purpose to piss off the people that have been sending CPS to the gym. Because I don't feel it was edible arrangements. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Miss Jackie, for the super sticker. I don't think it was necessary to say where they came from. Like, I just don't feel like that was necessary. So I feel like that was kind of like a poking type of method, because it's just like, why say the gym? Why not just say, oh, your fans sent you, you know? It's like, why do that? Crazy. Crustaceans, stick around. Proof that Chrisean, I already know y'all not listening to the rules. Y'all not listening to the rules. Because if I answer this phone, they'd be like, oh, Sean, I love you. I'm a flip sheet. Okay. So let's just get to the tea. I will take a few calls. Okay. But let's get to the tea. So we sat over here and we stated before that when Chrisean Jr. was first born, that I believe the birthing center is the first ones to call CPS on Chrisean. Okay, I've stated that in my survivings. I've also stated that recently, like last week while we were live, that I felt that Chrisean lied when she stated, if you remember, Blueface put the picture up of Junior's hernia, and the hernia was in his, private area. And she said that she almost lost her son with CPS due to that. I said, no, I think you're lying. I think that you are already dealing with CPS. I don't think that helped. I think that made it a little bit dire, that CPS figure out at least where she was because of how young Chrisean Jr. was, and his private area being exposed online is crazy work. There should even be a situation where something like that even happens on accident. So I'm like, okay, Chrisean, if that's how you want to roll it. So we know that there's this phone call, which I'm still dissecting so I can try to figure out who it is. I know it's being alleged that it's Chastity, Chrisean's sister, on leaving someone a voicemail. And like I was stating before, it had to be somebody that she trusted. And I was assuming that it was either like Tessa or Tareen. I think it was more so Tareen, because Tareen looked out for Junior often. So I think maybe that's who Chastity was leaving the voicemail for. If that's, it's okay. Latonya, sweetie, you can call back, babes, when we open up the lines. So, yeah, so when all that was going on, I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm still verifying so I can see what's what. And then when we get a better indicator, of whom it is, or at least Chastity verifying that that is her on the audio. It does sound like her. I will say that. It does sound like Chastity. It does sound like she stated that Chrisean Rock physically put her hands on Junior and also placed him in a closet. So we will get into that as I get more information. We want at least a verification that at least said it was Chastity before just going around saying, right? Recently on Twitter, okay, Chrisean's information keeps getting doxxed. Now, I don't know exactly who's doing it. I'm hearing that it allegedly is Tareen. Okay.
Incoming call.
But we don't know that as of now, who is doxing this information. But I will, let me put this up so I can show y'all. Okay. So there's alleged medical reports of Chrisean's, and I'm not even going to say alleged. The My Charts for sure are Chrisean's. Okay. Now I know there was arguments going on online. Hold on, let me answer this because it's like, girl, why is it doing it? Oh, I screenshot. Okay. So there's Twitter post and whatnot. Well, let me flip this for you guys. You need to see it. I'm going to flip it. And I know it's harder to read, but I'm going to read it to you. And I will put it in my community wall if you'd like to see it. So y'all remember on one side of it, it's the first medical docs information of Chrisean Rock about Junior. I know it's a little blurry, my fault. Yeah, it's a little blurry. But yeah. Okay, so they're saying Chrisean's medical records. This is sad. Someone need to take Junior or call CPS. I think she honestly embarrassed and ashamed of Junior and wants something to happen like Casey Anthony. Okay. Now, in the doc's medical reports, one of them says, the ones that I was just showing you, hold on. Okay, now I have the phone this way, so I have to flip it. Okay. So one of them, which would be the one to the left, I'm going to show you. Right here, this part of it, okay, says that it says, mother admits to regular schnang use during pregnancy. Mother admits to regular alcohol use during pregnancy. Okay. Now, at first, I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't mean anything necessarily. If we can't prove that it's her, you know, now if that's her, then this states a lot, but not as big as what people would think, right? And I'm going to tell you why I state that. So then people were going online saying that Chrisean's medical, that wasn't Chrisean's medical records, that people were lying. You know, the crustaceans, Chrisean's fans. I'm like, oh, that's a lie, blah, blah, blah. Girl, no, I missed it. Hold on. Because Chrisean, I didn't say this. Your sister did. Okay, hold on.
Why didn't your mother instincts kick in day one when you gave birth? Why? Because I was there. It didn't kick in. It didn't kick in. When the nurses came in and told you, can they talk to you about yourself? I'm like, no. Just go ahead and put it out there. Whatever's wrong. Yeah, and they said you had chlamydia. Your mother instincts didn't kick in. They said we're going to do a C-section. Guess what? You refused. You didn't want to mess up your little tattoo. Or you didn't want to get cut, right? Oh, all right. When your mother instincts was that thing? Because you sent through that infected canal, right? You did that. So don't do that. And I encourage you. I keep asking you, leave me alone. But you want to play with my children now, right? You play with my children. Talking about my grandbaby, like. And you know what's crazy? We will never talk about Chrisean because he's special and we really love him. But yo, you are foul. But you played. You let your little emotions and the drugs rewire your little brain, and you did what you did. And how you think it's cool? It's not. Play with me, my household, post in my household. When was that ever a thing that's cool to play with? Why didn't your mother's instincts kick in day one when you gave birth? Why? Because I was there. It didn't kick in. It didn't kick in. When the nurses came in and told you, can they talk to you about yourself? I'm like, no. Just go ahead and put it out there. Whatever's wrong. Yeah, and they said you had chlamydia. Your mother's instincts didn't kick in. They said we had to do a C-section. Guess what? You refused. You didn't want to mess up your little tattoo. Or you didn't want to get cut, right? Oh, all right. Where your mother's instincts was that then? Because you sent through that infected canal, right? You did. You did that. So don't do that. And I encourage you. I keep asking you, leave me alone. But you want to play with my children now, right? You play with my children. Talking about my grandbaby, like, and you know what's crazy? We would never talk about Chrisean because he's special and we really love him. But yo, you are foul. But you played. You let your little emotions and the drugs rewire your little brain, and you did what you did. And how you think it's cool? It's not. You play with me, my household, post in my household. When was that ever a thing that's cool to play with? Why didn't your mother's instincts kick in
Please
day
hit
one?
the like.
You gave
Please
birth.
hit the like. Please hit the like. Now y'all heard that. Y'all heard that because at first I'm like, okay, well maybe this stuff is, maybe it's fake, or maybe people are just putting that on Chrisean. So y'all heard Tareen, her own sister, state that she had an infected canal, that she didn't want to do the cesarean because she didn't want to cut her tattoo and whatnot. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Chrisean, they dox stuff out of you online, and you should really do something about it. As y'all see, this is Chrisean's mobile for her My Chart. You see the picture at the top, okay? That is Chrisean. That is Chrisean. That is Chrisean. Not only is that, just in case the people in the back, just in case the crustaceans in the back need further verification. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's her real phone number. I've seen this unredacted. That's Chrisean's real phone number. So Chrisean, this is your My Chart. It is yours, okay? In the My Chart, Chrisean, it states what I just showed y'all. I'm gonna put it back on the screen so I can show you. This is all on Twitter. This is all on Twitter. Go to IDK to care at Lovely Destiny. Okay, hold on here. Okay. Hold on. Wait, it gets worse. So y'all heard what Tareen said. I'm gonna pull Tareen up one more time so y'all can hear what Tareen says. What did Tareen, her own sister, what'd she say?
Because I was there. It didn't kick in. Why didn't your mother's instincts kick in day one when you gave birth? Why? Because I was there. It didn't kick in. It didn't kick in. When the nurses came in and told you, can they talk to you about yourself? I'm like, no. Just go ahead and put it out there. Whatever's wrong. Yeah, and they said you had chlamydia. Your mother's instincts didn't kick in. They said we had to do a C-section. Guess what? You refused. You didn't want to mess up your little tattoo. Or you didn't want to get cut, right? Oh, all right. Where your mother's instincts was that then? Because you sent through that infected canal, right? You did. You did that. So don't do that. And I encourage you. I keep asking you, leave me alone. But you want to play with my children now, right? You play with my children. Talking about my grandbaby, like, and you know what's crazy? We would never talk about Chrisean because he's special and we really love him. But yo, you are foul. But you played. You let your little emotions and the drugs rewire your little brain, and you did what you did. And how you think it's cool? It's not. You play with me, my household, post in my household. When was that ever a thing that's cool to play with? Why didn't your mother's instincts kick in day one when you gave birth?
Okay, she said, why ain't kick in?
Why?
You didn't want to mess up your little tattoo in the birthing with getting cesarean. Now, I do have her positive chlamydia test. And not only that, syphilis. Okay. Her sister put this information out first. Okay. Before the doxed information came out. So we already knew this from Tareen, whom was at the birth. She was there. Okay. So, and this was all on 9/3, 9/3/2023, the day Chrisean Jr. was born. So, Chrisean, this is real. This is not fake. This is why I'm not about to show it, because this is real. Like AF. Okay? This is real. That's why I show the verification of the My Chart, because it really is her. And that phone number was not, it's not her phone number right now, but it was a past phone number of Chrisean's. Yes, it was, and that's been verified as well. So it's like, Chrisean, that this is your information. This is you. Okay. Not only that, progress notes. Signed September 3rd, 2023. Now, y'all heard what Tareen just said about Chrisean. It says 5:45 p.m. discussed positive chlamydia culture with patient. Given her prolonged rupture of membranes, discussed that the infant may have already been exposed. This is why the nurses wanted to talk to her. This is what Tareen said. The nurses wanted to pull her to the side, this conversation privately, but Chrisean wanted to have in front of everybody. So, okay, everybody on your business. Okay. Discuss that the infant may have already been exposed. All right. Discuss high risk of neonatal infection. Just like the doc's information that states that he has neonatal, the syndrome, the neonatal syndrome, and whatnot. Girl. Discuss high risk of neonatal infection with vaginal delivery during active chlamydia infection. Approximately 90% risk. Discussed lower risk of neonatal infection with cesarean delivery in the setting of ruptured membranes, approximately 20% risk. Okay, so he would have had a 20%, it would have been a 50, he would have had, there would have been 50% off of the 90% if she would have did it cesarean, that a lot of the issues that he have wouldn't have happened. But with him coming out of the canal and her knowing that he was going to be coming out of her birthing canal, she added 50% of, on top of the 20% of him being infected or affected by the birth. So somebody telling you like, look, it would take 50% off of the chance of anything negative happening to your baby if you do it this way, and you say no. But guess why she said no? Tareen, what'd you just say, Tareen? It says, discuss lower risk of neonatal infection with cesarean delivery in the setting of ruptured membranes, approximately 20%. Miss CM, Chrisean Malone, CM, that's you underneath your My Chart. That's you. This is real. You're lying. You know what you did to that fucking baby. You're trash. Awful. Guess what she say? Miss CM with Miss CM shared with me that the cesarean will fuck with my expensive tattoo. Are you okay? Miss CM, Chrisean Malone, shared with me that a cesarean will with my expensive tattoo, disregarding possible neonatal sequelae, is that how you say that? Including conjunctivitis and pneumonia. Patient elects to proceed with labor and vaginal delivery despite risk. And that's what happened. That's what happened. Chrisean, she said, this is why I showed y'all this earlier. Okay. 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 This is the birthing center. The birthing center The top says risk and then plan, right? And they have all that blurred out for HIPAA reasons, right? But then it says newborn exposure to maternal syphilis. Maternal RPR positive and title, well, they bleep that out. And then it said treated at the time. And then it says in utero drug exposure. Okay. In utero drug exposure, alcohol exposure. And then it says mother admits to regular Schnoschnane use during pregnancy. Mother's UDS, Schnoschnane. And then it says mother admits to regular alcohol use during pregnancy. But get this. It says plan. The plan says DCF notified following delivery. DCFS notified following delivery. So the birthing center, like we said over here, was the first to call child protection on her. So they called child protection on her. She had the baby in Baltimore and then ran back to California. Birthing centers are different from hospitals. Hospitals will keep you 3-4 days sometimes. A birthing center is kind of like at your leisure. You kind of leave when you want to. If you want to leave the first day, you can leave the first day. It's no different than being at home having a midwife. I mean, you don't have to go to the hospital, but if you want to, you can. I mean, you can. It's up to you. Most people do anyway. Go run tests and stuff on the baby, make sure the baby's all right. So it's no different than having like a water birth at home or, you know, you don't have to go to the hospital to have a baby. You can have it right in your living room, right in your bedroom if you want to. It's up to you. You know? So again, Tareen been saying this. What you say,
I
Tareen?
said it didn't kick in.
What you say, Tareen?
Your mother instincts kick in day one when you gave birth. Why? Because I was there. It didn't kick in. It didn't kick in. When the nurses came in there and told you, can they talk to you about yourself? You're like, no. Just go ahead and put it out there. When I was wrong. Yeah, and they said you had chlamydia. Your mother instincts didn't kick in. They said, what I do is C-section. Guess what? You refused. You didn't want to mess up your little tattoo. Or you didn't want to get cut, right? All right. Where your mother instincts was at then? Because you sent through that infected canal, right? You did. You did that. So don't do that. And I encourage you. I keep asking you, leave me alone. But you want to play with my children now, right? You play with my children. I'm talking about my grandbaby, like. And you know what's crazy? We will never talk about Chrisean because he's special and we really love him. But yo, you are foul. But you played. You let your little emotions and the drugs rewire your little brain, and you did what you did. And now you think it's cool. It's not. You play with me, my household, post in my household. When was that ever a thing that's cool to play with? Why?
She been saying it. Chrisean, your sister said all of this. You know what's wrong with your son. You just don't understand it, and you don't care. You don't care. Everybody's sending me this video because I'm about to open up the phone lines for a little bit and let y'all call in. Everybody's sending me this video of
Blessings kick in day one when you gave birth.
Chrisean
Why?
Jr.
Because I would.
Take that walk of shame.
Oh. Can we do this one?
Take your little broke self in the back there. Take that walk of shame. Get on back there. And I sat there long enough for a man to come and say, I believe you're in the wrong seat. I said, take your little.
Notice how people at church are not recording Chrisean, they're recording Chrisean Jr. Why do y'all think that is, crustaceans? Why do people record the baby and set up the baby, the little boy, the young boy, the toddler, Chrisean Jr. Why don't people walk up and acknowledge him instead? Why don't people walk up to Chrisean Jr. and be like, hey, you know, like how you, Notice that? Crazy work. You would think that there would be so many people surrounding the crustacean, being like, "Oh, you're a baby," That don't happen. You know why, Chrisean? Because they all feel sorry for him. Mhm. They see a child being neglected. So I feel the reason why people don't approach him like that is because they have mixed feelings. Mhm. Mixed feelings. This is in Baltimore, this church. Mixed y'all don't know the church? They've been doxxed like every day. Every time Chrisean is seen in this church, the church is doxxed right away. People do not play about Chrisean Jr. They don't. So yeah, it's like that. And then people are like, okay, well, Sean, once again, it's cold outside. She got in my church, she ain't got on no shoes, she ain't got on no socks, no coat, whatnot. I'm like, okay, I see y'all paying attention to that he don't have on a coat. Why don't she ever do anything with his hair? Ever. Like, so annoying. Y'all saying his ankles, this Leandra said his ankles are so skinny. Leandra, his ankles are so skinny because he's supposed to be in a wheelchair. Mhm. This is how you know that he's truly not standing. Because if he was standing, he would at least be building some type of muscle in his leg. Mhm. Chrisean Jr. Does not stand on his own. He doesn't. She stands him up, and Chrisean Jr. holds on out of fear of falling. So he literally be there dangling. Think about it. He can't walk. So he has no muscle mass in his legs at all. At all. There's really no strength in his legs, and he should not be standing. He should not be. Mm-mm. We've already went like deep into deep detail about club foot. He should not be putting any weight on it, any pressure on it until it's corrected. The only way that that's okay for someone with club feet to be putting pressure on it is if it's being corrected, like therapy and practicing, with walking and all that. That's the only time. Other than that, mm-mm. And that's why it's so important for early intervention. That's why it's really important because everybody's kids don't make it. It's I feel that people aren't taking this as seriously because Chrisean Jr. is still alive. So since he's still alive, I feel like a lot of people just look the other way, because he's still here. But there's plenty of people, beautiful mothers that have had children with the same issues as Chrisean Jr., had a life expectancy. This is where palliative care comes in. Palliative care for most people is to prolong the life, is to do these things so that you can hopefully live longer because they are given an expectancy. Why do y'all, okay, because I get really emotional thinking about this, but I'm just saying. When y'all say that Chrisean is waiting for something to happen to Junior or waiting for Junior to perish, why wouldn't she be if she's been told that he has an expectancy? It will make sense to why she's getting him no help, why she's getting him no care, because she's expecting him to perish. It's like I don't want to put that into existence. Like I really don't want that to be the case. Like I really don't. I would rather her be naive and foolish and just be in denial. Like I would rather think that she is delusional and in denial. Because I would hate to think that this poor, beautiful child was given an expectancy, okay, given being advised to give palliative care, all of these things, because his conditions may lead to him not being here long. And that breaks my heart. Like to be like, you poor guy. This is why I feel like there's a severity, to get him the things that he needs. See what I'm saying? Not all mothers are lucky enough to even the little milestones that we see ourselves within Chrisean Jr. Thank you so much, Therese, for the super sticker. Not all mothers have been able to see that. Okay. Shout out to this mother. Shout
Hey,
out
y'all.
to Nikki Tex over on TikTok. Shout out to her. Okay. She's been really concerned about Chrisean Jr. and she's concerned for him because she lost 2 children. Not 1, 2. Let's get into it.
Oh, Nikki, I am popping on here today. I don't know if a lot of you seen my previous videos when I'm talking about Chrisean Jr., little boy, who's about to be 3 years old in September. And, you know, so many of us are so worried about him. For me, I had 2 special need kids that had feeding tubes, you name it, they had it. I worked full time. I didn't have money like the mama has. And I'm just deeply worried. I know that CPS has been called, on her. You know, she's on the run, which is fucking crazy to me. It is crazy. You know, I mean, so many people would take that boy in and give him the proper care that he needs and give her visitation rights. I don't know why she's on the run with him. And I'm going to stick by what I say because I have direct experience. Number one, why does he not have a feeding tube? Why is he not in a wheelchair? Why is he not in braces? It seems to have vision problems. What's going on with that? He should be in every therapy possible. My house was literally, number one, because I had 2 kids in wheelchairs with special needs. I had therapists in my house all day, every day. It just was that way. 7 o'clock in the morning, whether you just woke up or not, I had to have those boys ready because therapy was in my home. It's invasive, yes, but I did what God wanted me to do, and this is why he gave me these kids. So I really urge people, if they know where she is, please just turn her in and get Junior out of her hands. You know, I don't know anything personally about her, and this is not about her. It's about that little boy. It is about that little boy to get the care that he needs. When I ever saw that video of her feeding him chicken nuggets and then him falling, there's just so many things, but I'm just most worried about he needs a swallow study. Any speech therapist, medical professional will back me on this. Because trust me, my kids had this. They had to have swallowing studies because they did not have the muscle in their tongue, like anything that's a muscle in kids, whether it's CP, any neurodegenerative, muscle disease. They're going to have tone issues, which is their tongue, their gut. They're not able to process food. They process super, super slow. And, my youngest son, it would take him 4 hours to drink 4 fucking ounces. Okay. And he had a feeding tube by 9 months. I probably should have done it earlier, but this is going back 20 something years. I didn't know, but I knew enough that something was not right with him. Okay. And for any of you haters, you just hating because I'm going to tell you, this is really important. Junior needs to be taken into somebody else's care. I don't know whether it's a hospital or whatever, but this is just important because none of us want to see Junior, anything severe happen to him, whether he's unalive, because he can be unalive for something as feeding him chicken nuggets. He aspirates on it. He gets a fever and that's it. I don't think that people are getting the level of urgency with this. And so I'm going to keep on posting videos. And I thank you for people that are inboxing me with different information because I just think we're all just very concerned. He's a beautiful little boy. And if he's in the right care, he could do so much more. Again, he can stand up. My kids couldn't even do that, okay? But they were in standards. They had, my oldest one had the spinal surgery. So there's a lot to work with him, but he's not speaking. He needs speech therapy. He just needs a lot of services. So, Chrisean, please turn yourself in, okay? It's for the better of your son. It really is. This is what it's about. It ain't about you. When I had my kids, it wasn't about me. It was always what is best for my children. Okay. It is being selfless because as a mom, this is what you do. As a parent, you are selfless and you do what you need to do for your children. Even when you can't, you try your best. And if you can't, then you ask for help. But I just can't wrap my head around with somebody that's got money and the exposure that she does. How are you just going to run and hide? How are you going to do that and not get him proper care that he needs? So, girl, please stop running away. Give that little boy to CPS so that they can find a good family for him who will give him all the care that he truly needs. Doesn't mean he has to be out of your life, girl, but you clearly are not able to handle him. So, just put this video out because I just think it's so important. It's so hard for me as a mom who has 2 children that have passed away, what I wouldn't give to have had 2 healthy kids, but it just wasn't that way. That was what God gave me. And again, my kids live much longer than they should have because of the care that they got. There is so many wonderful medical interventions out there throughout this country now. Palliative care. My youngest, who was very sickly, he was one of the first ones at Boston Children's, that really was on palliative care services, and me using my voice to really share what is happening in the home and the help that we need, and it provided help for my daughter, for, just the family as a whole. We had music therapists at our house and stuff like that. So these are all good things. I don't understand why she is running away from this. It is all about Junior. So I know that there's a gentleman on here who's been fighting as well. And like I said, I'm getting inboxes of other people that are fighting. But as a mom who has been there, done that, please, I am just saying, girl, Chrisean, just give that baby to the authorities. Turn yourself in so he can get all the services that he needs. Because he's got so much potential, but I'd hate to see something happen to him because he's not getting the right nutrition, or he gets something that he aspirates on, or he falls. It's just mind-blowing to me. So let's all just pray. Let's all advocate for Junior because that's exactly what he needs. I love you all. And if you're in my comments hating, you're just a hater. I don't really care. Love you.
So again, everybody that has been looking out for Junior, again, shout out to Nikki. It's Nikki NICKYTEIX255 on TikTok. Okay, I've been following her and hearting her videos and stuff. She really does care about Junior, and again, a lot of people care out of experience. They've seen things like this. They went through things like this themselves. She's not on here ragging Chrisean, or anything like that, because again, that's not going to do anything, right? So she's willing to acknowledge the haters, to be like, okay, I see y'all hating and I don't care. Same thing. I don't care about anybody that has anything to say to me. Tell bitches to beat me up. If they cannot beat me up, then oh well. I really don't know what to tell them. I don't know what to tell them. I really don't care. Because my focus is Junior. Just like her focus is Junior. And that's all the focus needs to be. Now, it's easy for some people that are less intelligent to get sidetracked. Like the less intelligent ones that come over here. Oh, you're wrong for what you're doing to Chrisean. Who's doing anything to her? Like, she at church. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? Like, no one's doing anything to her. When our issue is what she's doing to Chrisean Jr., we don't give up about her. We don't care. The focus is Junior. That's it. I'm over here over 1,700 deep. I stay over 1,700 deep. So why would I worry about anybody talking about anything other than Junior? You want my attention? Talk about Junior. That's it. Talk about Junior. Sad. A super sad situation because she could be getting a lot of help because there are many people that want to help her. Okay? She's not asking for it. That's the scary part, is that she don't want any assistance with Junior. And she knows everything that's going on. She knows everything that's going on with this kid. Okay? And people in the chat that are asking what the plan is, this is the plan. Okay? We cannot walk up to her and take her son from her. We cannot do it. Not even CPS can do that. They can't even just walk up to her and just take her child. Don't work like that. They do investigations, right? And I'm not defending CPS because clearly they don't care as much as they could, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? That's just what that were. They don't care as much as they could. Nobody's over here diagnosing the baby. There's been also docs information about Junior, and I'm not even using it because he's a kid. He's a kid. Chrisean grown. So her docs information been out there, oh well. But he's the kid. That's why that's in my title. Somebody's doxing Junior too. His medical records, his real medical records, from what I'm seeing, are being put out there. They are. They're still being verified as we speak. But from what I'm gathering, that looks to be Junior's records. And you know why people are doing this? Because they could be doing this to anybody, right? They're doing this because of people like you. Because the people like you crustaceans, because you weirdos keep going around saying that there's nothing wrong with her baby, that people are diagnosing her kid, that people are this, that people are that. Get her flip. If you come in here and say another YouTuber's name, I will block you. You will get blocked. My show is about Junior. Okay? Don't come tell me to tell a whole nothing. You go tell it. Whatever it is. I'm not telling them nothing, but keep hating. Okay? That brings me attention. I want people to talk about me. What are y'all okay? I want people to talk about me. That's fine. I'm completely okay with it. People talk about stars. What does it mean when you're not being discussed? People should be talking about me. I'm viral. They should be. I don't care. There's not a mood change. None of that. I could give two. Like, I just don't care. Okay, again, now if you want to come and tell me somebody that knows me, cool. Then we can talk. We can have a conversation. I call them. But don't tell me about a person that I've never spoke to before in my life. They don't know anything about me. Nothing. That's weird. And it's not about me. It's about Junior. That's what it's about. So if you come in here again, because that's what I'm going to start having to do, because it's annoying. We don't care. Like, that's the annoying part. You come in to tap on my shoulder and tell me something that I don't care. So I come and tap me on my shoulder like, did you know you're gay? You couldn't came tap me on my shoulder, tell me it's raining outside, or a storm's coming, or, something like that. Girl, please. Girl, please. Yes, Adrian Lewis is one of the amazing names on the planet. Ain't no background, nothing. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, that being my thing. When you're saying something, you have to make the first things right. So if you're saying that HIPAA's going to take my channel down, I'm going to get sued, we're going to expect some of that to happen. Okay, go ask that. Go. Why is Sean's channel still up? Why is Sean still live? Why is Sean not being sued? Go ask those questions. Like, y'all talk to the wrong person, because I don't care nothing about none of that. Sign the petition. It's on my community wall. We are on the fast track of getting to 10,000 signatures. Okay, so that we can go on to our next milestone, which will be getting 20,000 signatures. That's what I care about. That's it. Okay, it's weird to beef about awareness. That's weird. Okay, that's senile. That's you're gonna die soon type of desperation. Get it while you can type of shit, because that's weird. I don't get it. I never will. Just like this woman over on TikTok, her being attacked because she has had special needs children and she knows how this process goes. And people are attacking her because she's concerned. Some of the weirdest I've ever heard before in my life. Okay? So imagine somebody live coming for her. For what? Why though? What did she do? Like, okay, I get you're pressed, but why? Like, I thought the whole thing was I don't care about Junior. Then why am I still discussing it? Why do he still keep being placed in the forefront? He's always in the forefront. See what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't care. And there's no sly against y'all. Okay? They are distractions and they want to distract us. That's it. Don't talk about a topic that people are showing you a lot of attention for. Talk about us so that the attention will come to us. Make us the topic. I'll pass. Okay? I'm good. Okay? Because there's no T on Sean. Right? Okay, we're okay? Okay. Chrisean Jr. Sign the petition. Right? The gym don't care. The boxing gym don't care. Chrisean is a business to them. They don't care nothing about her son. Nothing. That's not their job. They don't care. May seem harsh, but business is business. Same thing with the church. That church don't give up about Chrisean Jr. You can tell. The petition is on my community wall. If you tap at the top of my Sean DeVoy show, it'll say post, videos, community. Tap community or post, one or the other, or both, because they're on the both. I believe is it post? Community or post. And it's the first one you'll see. And you just tap the link and it'll take you right over to sign it. So yeah, that church, they don't care nothing about Chrisean Jr. Because what are they doing? Why are we more concerned than people that actually see him? We don't even see him and we worry. We're concerned and we don't even see the kid. Besides on social media. We have an idea of how thin he is. They actually know. Like, they don't care. Because caring isn't just a feeling. Caring is also an act. An act. Whether it's CPS, whether it's calling Chrisean to the community board at the church and being like, look, we need to put our love and our prayers really on Chrisean and her son. Chrisean, let us assist. Why isn't somebody from the church being a caregiver for Chrisean Jr.? Chrisean was just at Bible study.
Yeah, we had a Bible study. Well, Tyrone just left, but we starting it. This was led by God. We was able to fellowship after our little boxing. And then happy Bible study! I'm happy. Yeah, we had a Bible study. Well, Tyrone just left, but we starting it. This was led by God. We was able to fellowship after our little boxing. And then happy Bible study! I'm happy. Yeah, we had a Bible study. Well, Tyrone just left, but we
So Chrisean Jr. is on her waist. Why? She's at a Bible study full of adults. Why wouldn't someone at the church be like, hey, let me keep an eye on him while you're at Bible study? They could at least do that. They could at least do that. She's always taking him around adults. There's no kids there. That's why Chrisean Jr. isn't really interactive. And I'm not convinced that Chrisean can see. Because there's all different types of forms of blindness. Because I mean, you got to be pretty much like right in his face for him to like react to you. If you notice, Chrisean always gets in his face. She don't just be like, you know, he across the room and wave at him. He'd be like, you know, like he just kind of just sits there, just kind of like being in his own little world. So I'm not convinced that he could see, especially from a distance. I'm not convinced. Not at all. I think he should have glasses for sure. But I mean, I'm no doctor. But I just feel like the poor guy, maybe she sees in like figures or like shapes of people. Because you have to get way too close for him to react. I don't know. Crazy. So in the doxed paperwork, that we saw of Chrisean, she knows everything that's going on with Chrisean Jr. Everything. Hi, Cammy, love you. Doesn't this cause blindness? From what I see, yes, it can. It can. This is why they would want the child to be born via cesarean, because of blindness, like being one of the big risks of coming out the birthing canal. So, and she dismissed all of that. She dismissed it all. She said that she did not want to mess up her tattoo. And her sister even said that it is not a coincidence that that same information that Tareen said was on those nurse notes. Because she said it in front of everybody. Tareen said the nurse tried to speak to her in private. She did. The only thing Tareen didn't name was the syphilis, but she did say that, you know, she had, and that they were trying to do a C-section. Wow. That girl can never read the room right, Jamila. Because if a nurse wants to talk to you by yourself, then that means there's information that we're about to tell you that is extremely sensitive. Extremely sensitive information that you probably would only want your eyes to hear. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. I think that she thought that they were about to say something else. That's why I'm like, okay, well, the common sense factor is just not there. Because there's no way they would have wanted to tell you something that it was not a big deal. Other people hear. Like, you're dilating. So that's not a big deal. Anybody here said, okay, yeah, you're about to have a baby. You shouldn't be dilating, and whatnot. But do you think a PI would help? I think a PI will help in situations when you can't find the person, when you can't locate the person. We know where she is. Now, constantly on the run, house to house, place to place, yeah, PI. Because then they can keep tabs. But when you know where they at, what a PI can do? Unless it's information that you're trying to find. Before, that's why I was like, yeah, I was all for a PI, because she was hopping from place to place. She was in California 1 minute, then she was in the Baltimore area, then, she was in Georgia. She's been all over the place. So I'm like, okay, yeah, a PI may be mandatory at that point. But with her just sitting in one area, which is Baltimore, in the Maryland area right now, I mean, I really don't see what that would. I mean, I'm for it, but I just want to know why we would be getting one, like what information, because that's what they also do. They track people down, but they also track information as well. DCFS could have gotten Junior. I think she intervened. I do. I think that she intervened. And it's also a case being opened So with Junior having that stuff in his system, it doesn't mean automatically take him away right away. No. I have a friend that has certain things in her system when her child was born. And her child had to stay in the hospital a little bit longer, but she got to take her kid home right away. As soon as her child was able to be discharged, they kept her child because she was born with a high amount of THC in her system. Like it was really high. Which alarmed the doctors. And they're just like, yeah. And they called child protection on her. They did. They called child protection on her. And her baby was in the hospital for like a week. And then, because we were roommates at the time, and when they came home from the hospital, child protection came the same day. The same day. Same day she came home. They came and did a check of the house and all that stuff, checked the area that the baby was in and whatnot. And they kept checking her THC system for like a week or two. And then my friend, she also wasn't allowed to like smoke or anything because every year ran her too. She had to take UAs, all of that. So, and her THC just couldn't be higher than it was when they were first testing her. So she did. She stopped smoking, all of that. She did what she needed to do to keep her kid. And they visited like maybe one more time. And then after that, but it was like a month or two later, like 2 months later. And yeah, she was fine. And they closed the case and her and her daughter were good. Yeah, So again, it doesn't mean that they would have just took him right away. With Chrisean admitting to the nurse that she used snowshnane and drinking alcohol, it's a forced play. They clearly did some type of toxicology or something on Chrisean, which they do with most mothers before them giving birth. And it's going to tell you everything that's in the person's system, including STDs, STIs. It's going to tell you everything that you need to know, the panel tests and stuff that they run. So I believe that prior to Chrisean Jr. being born, just like they found out that she had certain alleged, STDs and whatnot, that she also had snowshnane in her system and other things, including alcohol. Okay. That's why I feel like she admitted it, because she was caught. I don't feel like she admitted it because she was just being honest. No. Mm-mm. No. I feel they caught her and it's like, look, we know for a fact. And I also believe that they brought that up in front of Tareen too. Because when the nurses asked Chrisean for a moment, I think that's part of the information that they were going to be telling her. I don't think it was just the STD part. I think it was about the drinking and drugs as well, because it's going to show all of that. It's going to show all of that. So, yeah, crazy work. Crazy work. You know what I'm saying? All children have a voice. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Shout out to Melanin Mom. Thank you, sweetie. She says, I signed the petition before it hit 1,000. Look at God. Keep going, shine everywhere you are. The Go for it, Junior. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate you signing the petition. And everyone that keeps signing the petition, thank you, thank you, thank you. And also keep commenting underneath the petition. Okay. The important people that have read the petition, your comments underneath the petition have been a highlight. Yeah, and they really appreciate that. So keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Blue says she didn't go to a regular hospital because of the cameras. No, she went to a birthing center, which is pretty much the same thing as a hospital. The parent just has a little bit more freedom. But I don't think it was for the cameras, because you could have brought they could have brought phones in the hospital, because that's all that was used to record her. It wasn't like it was these big grande HD FX cameras. And when out, they were from phones. So I think Chrisean went there because she thought that she would get a bit more leeway, because she know what was up. She know what was up. And she's the same person that said on camera, do you know you can drink and smoke while you're pregnant? Same person. Same person. Hospital would have took Junior. Correct. Correct. Yes. Uh-huh. Most hospitals have like CPS built in. It's like built in. It's so easy for CPS to take a child and while they're in hospital. Because it's like built in. Because everybody's mandated reporters. And pretty much every day there's someone coming in for something that CPS needs to be called for. Whether it's SA, physical abuse, they're there all the time. Okay, CPS is always at the hospital. Right? They damn near got their own little division. Okay. And in most hospitals, they have CPS on site, like level 4-3 CPS, social workers, stuff like that. So if she had Chrisean Jr. in the hospital, I absolutely believe that he would have been taken. For sure. Yes. Where was the birthing center? Maryland. Junior needs help. I really don't think I'm exaggerating out period. Imagine being dumb your entire life. Like, that's so weird. This is why we ignore y'all. Sean, she had him at the GBMC, which is a hospital. I can send you proof. Okay. I mean, it's also on the doc's paperwork. It says that on there, GBMC or something like that. It says that on it, on the doc's paperwork. It does. But she did have him in the birthing center, like to where she could do like midwives, where it was just like nurses, that helped her with birth. It wasn't like a standard hospital setting to where it's a doctor and the nurses are backing the doctors. Like, no, nurses delivered her baby. So again, gives you a little bit more leeway. The most nurses can do is report as mandated reporters. And on the doc's information, it does say that they did contact child protection. They did. And I believe them. And Junior was taken once before. And then they did a reunification. So he was taken for a short time. I think less than a month. He was taken for a few weeks. He was. And she got him back. And been on a run pretty much ever since. So she has cases in multiple states. Open cases. Including one in Las Vegas, the one her and Bino just got not too long ago. So she has open cases. In Baltimore right now, I believe she still has an open CPS case, maybe 2. But she also has a lot of CPS reports. See, a report is different than an open case. It's not the same. We can report within 24 hours, or we can have a disciplinary. Right. So it seemed like the nurse reported that immediately. She ain't waste no time. They say right on the paperwork that they did contact them. Yes, they did. Right away. Right away. They did not wait. And I believe that's why he was taken the first time. I was not in the room during birth. Who was that? I'm confused. The case is closed. Right. I do believe her own family. Right. I believe her family too. Her family was in the birthing room. Her family said that she had an STD. Her family said that she denied them care to do a cesarean to make sure that the baby came out healthy, as healthy as can be, as healthy as they could, Why is it taking so long this time? That's a really good question, but that's a question for Baltimore. I feel like what our job is to keep creating awareness. Because if we stop, no one will. No one will. Not at all. Shauna at least was in the birthing room. I think they were there, but I don't think they were in the room. I think the only people that were in the room were Chrisean's sister Tareen and her mother Charla. I think those are the only people, because I didn't see anybody else on the camera footage. I believe that they were there because Ronnie was there too. He wasn't in the birthing room, but he was there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not to mention she waited days after her water broke. She has something else. Something else. Marsha living in LA with her sister. Oh, okay. Save Junior, yes. That room her and Bino had was full of whipped cans and trashed. Completely trashed. And then when Bino was walking around smoking them and whatnot in the room, you could see Chrisean Jr. just helplessly laying there on the couch. Could fall, roll, or anything at any moment. He does move. But yeah. Correct. Marsha needs to speak up. I think who needs to speak up is Chrisean's family. You want to know how this could be resolved quickly? Like extremely fast? Them coming collective as a family and going public. Then she can't ignore it. It would be next to impossible to ignore. That would be a huge start. If they got together, instead of pretty much, like an intervention. And they ain't got to do it with Chrisean. They can just sit down and collectively as a family and do like a video or something, or go live and express their concerns for Chrisean Jr. and how if Chrisean doesn't necessarily want to do it or is in denial, to let them. But that's not going to happen. Great idea, but it's not going to happen. The family's way too divided. The family's way too divided. I'd like to join the panel. Okay, Angel Nicole, yes, I do believe I got your email, yes. Yeah, but I don't see an intervention working with them because they're all too divided. No, not at all. They're all too divided. So, who's live now? Chrisean. They got okay. Has anybody contacted me back? Yes. I have been contacted. They are too worried about how much money she is getting and they can't risk being cut off. Agreed. I do think money does play a part. Chrisean, what's she doing, boxing? I go look, I'm bored. Let's go look. Yep, she has live.
You don't calm down? What? No, this ain't funny no more.
Say, oh man, thank you. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We got a body in front of us now, so.
A body, huh?
Yeah, we got a body. Go ahead and run it out.
So the opponents and I are going to be fighting have been chosen.
Who picked it?
We did.
Collectively, it was a collective.
The collective same thing to put on.
Who that?
She's a former wrestler. I mean, she's a wrestler and whatnot.
What's her name?
Her name is Zenith Zion.
Zion. Sound like some Roman name. Oh, thank you. We don't want you to do your homework.
I know,
The
this is
body,
not
man.
time
That's
for you
it. We ain't
to
trying. You
focus
do that on your time.
on your announcement.
Yes.
And get back to
So,
training, but
what's running through your mind right now?
So, how long is the fight? Like, how long is the...
You pass. You only got to do
How
3
many
rounds.
minutes in the ring?
We ain't worrying about that right now. You ain't got to worry about that. You
that's
need
what
to
you need to
fight.
do right
I am. But so.
You should be. You smiling. That's good.
Right.
We doing our thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. So you finally got an opponent. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be coaching. You know she gonna coach. You know what I'm saying? So all we gotta do is just keep working. You know what I'm saying? You're on your 3rd week now. Yeah, you on your third week. No, we good. We good. So you know the training about to step up a little bit more. Yeah. All week you've been doing good. Come on, run it down, y'all. Tell me what that means when you do all that. Yeah,
Let's
we
video
do.
up. Let's see. Jesus is the way, the truth, the light.
Okay.
Jesus loves.
Yeah. All right. There you go. All right.
That's all I got to
There
say.
you good. There you go. You good then. So put the video up.
Yeah. Can you get right there? Let me see right there. So they can see what actual face you get. You good? What? So what's today? What we working on today?
Oh, we working on getting in that ring, punching down. Yeah.
How you feel? You nervous? I'm not nervous, right?
You've been waiting for the moment. That's the process. You know what I'm saying? Now you know how the fighters be going through what they go through. Get ready for a fight.
I mean, it's getting real.
I like that.
Y'all see she at this gym right now and nobody cares? They do not care. Where Junior? I'm sure in a stroller somewhere. I'm sure he here, just in a stroller somewhere. That's what I'm looking for too. So she announced the person she's going to be fighting, I guess. Girl. Zena Zion. Who is that? I'm just curious. Let's pull her up. Zena. I've never heard of her either. She about to be popular now. Let's pull up Zena. Zena Zion. Yeah, that's a dude. So I doubt that's. It's like, that's a dude. So I doubt that's who she's going to be fighting. Does anybody know her name? I can't find her. Zenith? Zenith? Okay. No wonder I can't find her. Zenith? That says Zenith. Zenith Zion? Oh, yeah, there we go. She looked like a beast.
I do for peace, baby. I'm Zia. I do for peace, love, unity, and respect. And in this ring, I'm a warrior. I do for dreamers, the fighters, and for the lungs. You may think I'm small, but don't count me out, baby. I do it for us all.
We'll be thinking. She's a big girl. I mean, not like big girl, but she's stacked. She's stacked. I said boo. I'm like, boo. Boo. Well, she got her fighter, and it's not the princess of hip hop, Egypt. How you just claim you're the princess of hip hop? Like what? Princess of hip hop says when. But yeah, so shout out to Zenith. Yeah, she's gonna be fighting Chrisean. As y'all can see again, nobody cares about what's going on with Chrisean Jr. She's not a boxer, no, she's a wrestler. But I think she's both. She's both, I think. Chrisean has been like that, so no man. Fixed fight. Y'all think so? They're gonna pay her to lose. Y'all kicking it off already. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Y'all kicking it off already. Y'all like, oh, no, they're gonna pay her to lose. She's shout out to Sparkle, and she says, not a fake wrestler. So it's not pro boxing. No, Chrisean's hand's not even registered. So Chrisean's not a pro boxer. That's why y'all think they was looking for people on Team Mom even to fight her, because she's not a boxer. She ain't even had a fight yet. You gotta win at least to even be considered, you know. But her hands aren't registered or nothing like that. She live in a car. She just got into the ring, what, 2 months ago? Like 2 months ago? What has classified her as professional anything when it comes to boxing? So yeah. And they need her to win. That gym is really who needs her to win. That gym needs her to win because they just do. And also the the boxing management deal that she has as well. They need her to win too. And they like need it to happen. So yeah, again, um, again, nobody's hating on her. Like, let's call the gym, and the gym don't give up. You think this woman's zenith? You think she care? You think we hit her up like, hey, you should not do the fight until Chrisean takes Chrisean Jr. in to get it? She ain't gonna care about that. That's what I said with these people. It's all about, yes, X Rumble. It's all about business. They don't care about personal. They don't care. They don't care about that at all. You know, which is unfortunate. Where's her 9-second video? I guess that's it. I don't care nothing about like what's going on in her life. I'll go watch the screen recording later because I'm sure someone's gonna screen record it, so I can see what Junior is. But like other than that, like, I literally don't care about any of that. Yeah, they care about clout and money. That is it. They don't care about this situation in its entirety at all. Charlotte, when she says it's going to be a winning fight, trying to make Chrisean look good, polish a turd all they want. At the end of the day, it's still a POS. Love you, Sean. I love you too. And yeah, I think the same thing. I think that they will set this fight up for her to win. You know, this will not be a fight set up for her to lose when they could have picked people that can actually box. When they could pick people that can actually, you know, a wrestler. What are we doing here? There's no groundwork in boxing. In wrestling, there's plenty of groundwork. You know, put people on holds, you know, all type of stuff. You can't do that in boxing. But she's an athlete, so I mean, if you can wrestle, you can box. I think it's a reason with the drug test that somebody at P4 before they make it so that she didn't get in that ring. They putting too much on it. They're putting way too much on it. So they need her to win. They do. They need her to win. They need her to win. I have a scheduled call with a doctor, and he should be calling within the next 2 hours. So yes, I do have a scheduled call with the doctor today. I do. No, hey, she's a bully. There's people fighting, hoping she met her match. Yeah, she met her match. Her son. That's her match. I don't think she would even show up to the fight, honestly, because she never follow up through with anything she starts. But she ain't got a choice. It's too many people invested for her not to. And then that's when, if she didn't show up, then all of a sudden, that's what makes certain people care that she's not taking care of Chrisean Jr. You know, her and Mariah Lynn, from what I gather, they really never had that big of an issue, especially since Mariah Lynn's so close to Tsatsiki. But now Mariah Lynn popping at Chrisean, and now that she mad, you know, at Chrisean, it's go be a mother. Go take care of your son. Wouldn't it been like that? Why does it take for you to fall out with somebody for you to tell them something that you could have told them while you were cool? Why tell her to go be a mother now that you're angry at her? That's stupid. When you could tell her to be a mother while you cool with her. Because she might actually have listened then. You talking about her and you telling her to go be a mother to her kid. Oh, well, let me go be a mother to my kid because Mariah Lynn said I should be. Like, girl, you could have said all that when y'all was sitting at lunch that time. You could have said all that when y'all was kicking it at hotels and at events and parties. You could have said that then. He about to be 3. Are you okay? The nutrition junior missing out on alone. Yeah, I don't think that is being considered. Okay. People look at Chrisean Jr. and because he is still here, because he is still alive and him being nonverbal, they feel like he's okay. They do. They feel like Chrisean Jr., oh, he's fine. He's right there. Like that. That doesn't mean fine. It doesn't mean that he's okay. It doesn't mean that at all. It's what pushes me back to the theory that they may have told her something, the doctors may have told her something about a life expectancy, put a time frame on Chrisean Jr. Seriously. And I would hate to think that she's just sitting around waiting for him to perish. Is that why she doesn't have an apartment? Is that why Chrisean Jr. doesn't have a bed? Is that why she really don't buy much for him? Clothes, shoes, stuff like that. She lets the subbies do it? Just why when he gets super sick, she just allows it? Like, even children that have been taken care of have still perished. Let me say that again. Even children with the best parents, attentive, loving, caring, thoughtful, were at their child's every beck and call, have passed. Even while getting palliative care and the therapies and the specialists, some have still not made it, a lot of them. Again, Chrisean Jr. is not bionic. It's not. How long can he drink milk? How long can he drink Ensure? How long? It's dangerous for somebody like Chrisean Rock to have Jr. because she literally tries to feed him. That is dangerous, feeding him, when he's had swallow test, allegedly. Like, God forbid something happened to Chrisean Jr., right? Chrisean Rock will bear no responsibility. None. None. Not a piece. I feel that it will be turned and twisted into a way for her not to even take accountability with like the law, with neglecting him and whatnot. He is publicly being neglected every single day. Every day. And not only is Chrisean neglecting him, so are the caregivers. If Tessa or whoever she has looking out for him when she does finally like part from him and let somebody else keep an eye on him, you're neglecting him too. You are. I don't care if his mom feeds him Ensure all the time or bottles and whatnot. Because I promise you, if he was ever in my care, I would take him to the doctor. I would. I would take him to the doctor. And I would have them bill me. Bill me. If they ask why I'm bringing him in, I just tried to feed him and he won't swallow. I'm worried. Just like Marsh's sister did when Chrisean Jr. kept throwing up. Chrisean Jr. kept throwing up because he has a hard time swallowing. And it's not just having a hard time swallowing. Some children can't swallow at all. Like, at all. Just because a bottle's in his mouth does not mean that he's drinking it. It doesn't mean that. And it would be really dangerous for him to be laying on his back drinking it. He needs to be sitting up, like drinking that bottle. Marsh's sister took him in because he kept throwing up. It scared her. She didn't know why. Because I highly doubt Marsh's sister knows that he can't swallow. But when the baby's crying, their diaper's fine, their clothes are fine, they're not wet or anything, they don't seem to have a fever or anything like that, what are you going to do? Feed the baby. Feed the baby. Probably hungry. Greedy or hungry. Because some children just like bottles just out of being soothed. Like they just had a bottle 2 hours ago. And now they keep on crying. It's like, boy, you was not hungry. You just had a bottle 2 hours ago. Okay? But then you'll give the baby a bottle anyway. Just give them like 2 ounces instead of 3 or 4. And they'll fall asleep drinking. Because it's soothing. It just helps them fall asleep. It's kind of like having the TV on but not watching it. To some people, that's soothing. Helps them fall asleep. So it's something. Some people shake their leg, and things like that. Whatever you got to do. Some people listen to ocean sounds or whale sounds. Some people like nothing. Can only fall asleep in pitch dark. Some people can't fall asleep in pitch dark. Some people got to have at least a light on or something. Night light. Everybody's different. So again, it's not that when he's crying, he doesn't want to eat. He wants to, he's just scared to. I feel that every time Chrisean Jr. eats, he is in fear of swallowing, like terrified. Terrified to swallow. And he cannot express that. He can't. So that's why people like us are here. I would like to see Chrisean Jr. just get help. That's it. That's it. Like I said, with Chrisean Rock being his mother, I have no power over that. I don't have any power over it. Not at all. I do think that Chrisean should take a competency test to see if she's competent enough to be a parent, because I think that would probably get her rights removed. She's no parent. She's already dumb, and she about to go out here and jump in the box and we can get hit in the brain all over again, and it barely work already. You can't knock sense into the brainless. So, like, you already slow and you signing up to get more concussions. But you already got like 4 on one side of the brain. On the mommy side of the brain. On the parenting side of the brain. So yeah. I don't think that people are concerned with Junior. I think that they are looking at Chrisean and then looking at Junior. That's how I think. So people are like, oh, pretty privilege and stuff like that. Well, Chrisean really ain't all that pretty. I mean, she's a pretty girl, but she ain't like. Anyways, I think it's people feel sorry for her. I think that's what it is. Because she's pathetic. People feel a lot about Sean, but they don't feel sorry for me. Because I'm not pathetic. I don't give I need assistance walking across the street. She do. You tell her to go down the street and take a left, and she coming back asking you all over again. So you basically just end up walking her. And you walk her, why? Because you feel sorry for her. That's it. And people try to excuse what she's been through. Oh, her family and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Tareen seems like an amazing mother. Tasiki seems like an amazing mother. Chastity seems like an amazing mother. Everybody has their faults. So we don't want to hear that. It's up to you. A lot of us come from terrible situations and whatnot. It doesn't mean that they have to dictate how we parent. That's why most people want to become parents, so that they don't give their children the same lifestyle that they had. They want better. They want more. Or you can be one of those mediocre parents that take your kid exactly to what your parent took you through. If your parent was an addict or an alcoholic and whatnot, you could choose to be those things too. But you don't have to. It's a choice. And that's weird. That's why I say it's definitely deflection. Because it's not, oh, well, my mom was a basehead and all of that. So that's her. What they got to do with you? What does that mean? Hello? You don't have to be any of that. It gets to a point in life to where it's no longer your parents' fault. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of adults need to get with that. You need to get with that. It comes to a point where it's no longer their fault anymore. In your teens, early 20s, we get it, right? But when you get 25, 30 area, we don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear that. It's not that you're grown now. It's not their fault. What you're going through right now, that don't have nothing to do with them. Nothing. You're grown now. You're a parent yourself. We don't want to hear that. That's what you're going to tell your kid? That's what you're going to tell your child? This your grandma's fault? This your auntie fault? No, be accountable. That's why most people can't move on in life and on with situations, because they're not being accountable for their part. Okay, yeah, your parents may have been up. That may have you up. But why are you still up? Your mom ain't nowhere around. Your mom not here. She's not here. Your daddy not here. None of the people you swore you up. Where are they? Okay. So why haven't you gotten yours together? That's weird. When does it become your fault? Is that, and my mama would have did this, my dad? Man, when I grew up, I have, okay, well, you're grown now. What's next? And hurry up. Because what's next? See, this is why my children don't have a choice but to be successful. They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. Because they didn't grow up in a up situation and up environment. They didn't grow up like that. No, they did not. Very privileged. Very spoiled, if you will. They've had beautiful lives, beautiful childhoods, beautiful teen years. So when they go across that stage, I'm expecting them to grow up and immediately. I want to hear none of that. None of it. If a 15-year-old girl can go out here and get pregnant and still graduate from high school and take care of her child and all of that stuff, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, get it together. Man. You have to get it together because you want to. That's all. Get it together because you want to. Not because you have to. Because that's usually when it's too late. So it's the same thing with Chrisean. Get it together because you want to, not because you have to. Not be a good parent because child protection in your life. You could have been that. It shouldn't take child protection for you to ship up. It shouldn't take that. It shouldn't. It shouldn't take your child for you to take him to the doctor. It shouldn't take somebody to get you a place. You should already have one. Your son doesn't have a home. How is that not important? Please. So it's weird, the people that defend her. Like, there's nothing to defend. I would rather sit back and ignore someone that I adore. Like, not to bring the Chris Brown situation up, but back in the day when Chris Brown did what he did, I was such a huge fan of Chris and I was so upset, right? But I don't know the full story. So with me being so upset, I just stayed out of it. When people would bring up the situation between him and what happened and all of that stuff, I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't say nothing. Although I wanted to. I wanted to defend Chris. Oh, I did. I wanted to defend him. But how? But how? I just don't feel like there's ever truly a reason unless it's like life or for you to put your hands on a woman. Like, I just don't feel that would just get away from the situation. Shout out to B. Marie. You're doing an amazing job with coverage. Keep raising awareness because he needs all the help his mother won't give him. Thank you so much for the super sticker, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I will keep being here for Junior. I don't care who gets mad about it. And like, what about it? We still gonna be raising awareness for Junior. Okay. When Junior does, because I do believe that Junior will get the help he needs. We have to will that into existence. So that's what I'm doing every day, every time I go live. I'm going to will it into existence. I am going to keep spreading awareness for him. I'm going to keep pushing and pubbing for him. I'm always going to do that. Even when I start talking about other topics, because I will. Like, we will switch, into other stuff, but he's not being. I just feel like this is really important. My conscience is telling me, keep going, keep going, keep going. It won't let me stop. I don't feel any better about the situation before starting the petition and trying to get him assistance. I don't feel any better. I don't. Because with Chrisean, everything is for a click and a view. Like, everything is for attention. Her with a car seat, attention. Not because she really feels like he needs a car seat and should be in one. Not all. Attention. The putting a coat on him while I was suggesting church yesterday. No shoes, no socks, no coat. Like, it's all for show. She does it to make people back off. That's it. She has no true intention of helping him. This is why someone needs to intervene. This is why. Junior does not deserve what he's going through. He does not deserve it. And he's such a great little guy. Mm-hmm. And then the weird thing is, if you go onto my social media, especially like Instagram and stuff, I follow so many autistic families and families of people with cerebral palsy. I followed for years. 4 years. You'll see Shonda Way follows this person. You'll see that I heart their videos. I comment underneath their videos all the time because I think that they are wonderful people. I really do. And working in the field, you have a different appreciation for these type of people. I've had clients with cerebral palsy. I've had clients with Asperger's, autism. The list goes on and on. And on their birthday, no one shows up but us. We're going out to get them birthday cakes and stuff. No family, no friends. Some of them have been wards of the state their entire lives, given up for adoption. So it's like a lot of them, they have no family. None. No one to advocate for them. Nobody. So a lot of them have really sad lives. It's where they looked at us as family, when we would get to work and whatnot, they would be so excited to see us. So it was hard for me not to like my job. That's why I did almost 12 years. Docs that. Like, it's weird how people want to turn something into something else. Well, you go right ahead, because I will not be assisting you at all. Good luck with that. We're still going to be live. We're still going to be eating the girls up. Like, we're still going to run numbers. We always do that. Like, what don't the girls get? And so, yeah, we were looked at as their family. So with Chrisean Jr., I see him as those people. I did. I see him just like I saw them. Someone that needs help, needs assistance. But the people that I'm around were getting the assistance. He is not, which makes me sad for him because he's a child, and he doesn't deserve that. With him being in church and having no shoes on, no socks on. I do believe Chrisean had socks and shoes with her for Junior. Whenever she takes him to church, she always puts him in an outfit. I believe the reason he didn't have them on is because she probably got tired of him fidgeting at it. We've seen videos of him, scratching and whatnot, fidgeting. I think he does the same thing with his socks and shoes. I think he keeps grabbing the shoes or trying to get to the shoe. Of course, he can't take it off, but I do think that he keeps trying to touch it. And I think with him trying to touch it is his way of communicating that it hurts, that it's painful. So when Chrisean takes the shoes and socks off of him, then I feel that he feels better. Like, he stops fidgeting. He stops trying to grab at the shoe and sock. So I'm not about to just say, like, oh, yeah, no, she didn't have no socks. She didn't have no shoes. I think she did. I just think they were taken off. Because he's like that often, if you pay attention. When she was sitting there signing her deal with ex-Rumble, Chrisean Jr. sitting at the table with her, he had his feet out, and his feet was on top of the table, and he didn't have on any socks or any shoes. I believe she takes them off of him. Because when she pulled him out of the car, he did have on shoes. He did. He had on socks and shoes when she took him out of the car. But then when she was signing the deal, he didn't have them on no more. So I do feel that it irritates him, and he tries to keep grabbing at it. Since he can't say, like, ouch, or this hurts, take them off. Since he can't express that, fidgeting helps. Like when she had him in the car and he was fidgety, and she kept asking him about his diaper, or asking him if it was his back, although he can't communicate that. She kept asking him them questions because she didn't know why he was doing it. I really feel like she had no idea. Like, why are you doing that? Why are you scratching? Like, what are you doing this for? I feel like she really didn't know. I do think she was really wondering, like, okay, well, why do you keep doing this? Yeah. So it's the same thing. Talking about he only wears Zara. Do they make shoe braces? Lord, I cannot. Shout out to Jingle. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for the super sticker. She says, watching a child from conception. Yes, because we've been here pretty much the whole time, And that's why it's weird that people, like, they can be fans of Chrisean, but we can't be fans of Chrisean Jr. Why do we, like, have to not like him? Because it's given the crustaceans. Are y'all mad? Are y'all really mad at him? Because it gives us like y'all are angry with Chrisean Jr. It's like y'all mad at him because people are getting on Chrisean about him. So it gives that y'all like low-key mad at the baby. That's why y'all come at us, because y'all can't cuss him out, right? Right? Ain't that why y'all come at us? That's why I let y'all talk. I'd rather y'all try to cuss me out than him. Because that's all we're doing. Raising awareness for Chrisean Jr., wanting Chrisean Jr. to get help and assistance. And y'all mad. So are y'all really mad at him, but taking it out on us? Because I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Keep it going. Is that what the problem is? Y'all really want to cuss him out. Because he would be the problem, not us. We worried about a kid. We're not bashing him. We're not speaking ill on him. We're trying to speak life into him. That's it. That's it. We don't need his doctor records. We just need, that's why, again, Chrisean Jr.'s records have been put out there too. Have y'all seen me put any of them up? For what? He's a kid. Not at all. His records shouldn't be out there. This is why it gives that crustaceans are doing it, people that don't like the child. Because we all over here, we all love Chrisean Jr. Why would we put records, his medical records out? Why would we do that? Even if redacted. For what? He a kid. What's like going on with him, it's truly none of our business. It isn't. That's why I don't ask Chrisean like, oh yeah, you need to take him to the doctor and take us with you. No, you just need to make sure he's going to the doctor. That's it. As long as he's going, that's all I care about. I don't care who taking him, and as long as he's there. That's it. As long as he, going to the specialist and stuff that he should be seeing. And I say going to the specialist, meaning I don't know what specialist that he should be going to, but I know doctors don't have time. They have way too many patients. This is why they refer people to specialists, because they have the time. Doctors don't have time to be doing physical therapy with your kid and all that. They don't have time for that. They don't. That's what specialists are for. Early intervention, all that. That's what it's for. And people that have time. Have time. Therapy takes hours. Most doctor's appointments is between an hour and a half to 2. And the majority of that is waiting for the fucking doctor. Okay? You see the nurses right away, the real doctors. You see the nurses right away, the real doctors. They do every damn thing. Doctor come in there 2 seconds, touch it, put the thing on your chest and whatnot, then walk on. So the real doctors, you see right away. Okay? The RNs and all, you see them right away. The LPNs, the CNAs, or you see them right away. The people that's going to intake your discharge or all. Yes, physicians assist are correct. The real doctors. So I'm like, but they did that. They gave us all shots, and like, what the doctor do besides say, go ahead? Right. Nurses are doctor adjacent. Majority of nurses no more than doctors. Sometimes they be even correcting them. So it's just like, wow. But anyways, so the majority of what Junior needs is not being done. That's all we care about. This is why people are truly worried, concerned, and nothing has changed. Now, see, I'm all for being honest. As of now, I feel that we are making headway and we are making some progress. But has anything progressed? No. So I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat things and lie and be like, oh, well, yeah, well, this is happening and this is happening and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, we're working on it. I'm not going to give up. I know that. I'm not just going to just be like, oh, well, she's not going to do anything. Nobody's doing nothing. So let's just, I'm not just going to give up on Junior. I'm not going to do that. You can't do something and expect a quick outcome, because the outcome usually isn't going to be the best one, right? So I want the best outcome. Although I can care less about Chrisean Jr. loves his mother. He does. He loves her. I do. I do think that. So again, that's what I'm saying. It's not as easy as just rip him away and give him to somebody else. It's not that simple, because at that point, I feel like we're not considering him, and he needs to be considered. This is why I didn't want to go in a way of like attacking her. You know, this is why I didn't want to do that, because his feelings matter. Like, it may be Chrisean when it comes to me, but when it comes to Chrisean Jr., he does not feel that way. He doesn't. Okay, and I'm a man with an amazing mother. So I'm still to this day don't play by my mom. Like I play by my dad either, but like with my mom, like I don't play. Like I don't play about that woman. Like I really don't. So right, wrong, or indifferent, that's my mom. So I'm gonna back her, even if I don't want to. Even if I feel like you're wrong, I'm still gonna be, you mean like la la la, So yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Chrisean, I guess right. Already experienced jail away from her. Yeah. So it's a sad situation. It's a sad situation. The fact that he is a junior told us everything correct. And she a whole female. Whole female. You mentioned the baby feet in church. I just got her. Yes, we talked about that. Like I said, I feel like Chrisean does have socks and shoes for him. But he ain't supposed to have them on, having club feet. And two, I think that they bother him. And I think that she can tell that they bother him because he's always like fidgety and reaching and touching the shoe. So I think that's why she takes them off. And he may even pull off the socks, because he can reach. His feet are always by his face. So even when he's in a car seat and whatnot, or car seat stroller, she lays him on his back in the stroller, so his feet are like, so he can easily take the socks off himself. Now he can't take the shoes off, but he can take the socks off. He can take those off. That's easy for him to do. The petition is to create awareness. One, you can read it. And two, the petition is to create awareness and try to help get Chrisean Jr. medical attention. That is what it's for. To him being neglected medically. That is what it's about. Because that's really all we care about. Again, everybody gonna parent how they parent. It just is what it is. I can't tell CPS what their job is. I can't tell the mayor. I can't tell the police. I can tell any of them what their jobs are. And I can tell you this, everyone has been called down there. The police have been to the gym. The police have been to the church. CPS has stopped by the gym for what I'm being told. They've also stopped by the church. Weird. Just crazy. So yeah, we will see what this brings, but it is getting a lot of attention, and I do feel like people that weren't paying attention before are paying attention now. So I think that's what we need to do. Sean Lisa have pull and be more. I agree. And Sean Malone is a politician, so that gives him even more. They just had the car got repo. Whose car? Chrisean's? I don't believe. He's absolutely right. You see, might need 100% for fatigue. Yeah. What's the goal for the petition? 100,000. The goal for the petition is simply for him to get medical attention. I think the more signatures show how the concern. It's a legit way of showing a concern. So the more signatures we get, I feel it'll be harder for people to ignore. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. But this is also doctors, lawyers, nurses, teachers. There's been so many people that have been reaching out about this. So it definitely helps, like 100%. 100%. What do we do now? I feel if y'all have any resources or know anyone that has certain resources that can help out with intervention, whether it comes from a parent being removed from the child for medical assistance, things like that. I feel like that it has to be medical. There's really no other way of helping in this situation. Saying that Chrisean is a bad mother will do nothing. That will do nothing. Nothing at all. So we just have to keep fighting the good fight. We do. We have to keep fighting the good fight, and patience is key. Again, if people are expecting this to just be taken care of within 24 hours, then I would advise you to go elsewhere. I would advise maybe bring your attention to something else, and then just come back to all of the people that are talking about the situation when something's done. Mm-hmm. We are people trying to assist, right? So I'm just as concerned as you are, but I have more power than you do. I just have a voice. So I've lent my voice to the cause. That's what I'm here doing. Mm-hmm. That's it. Correct. You would think these celebrities would speak on it. I think they do, just behind her back. Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of people speak on it just behind her back, though. Mm-hmm. I just don't think they say it to her face, but I think they talk big shit behind her back. Mm-hmm. I do. I think they'd be like, "Oh, she ought to be ashamed of herself. That poor kid. So I'm surprised she still got that boy." I think they talk big shit behind her back. Big facts. Mm-hmm. Like, these celebrities don't be checking for her. They don't be. Because why aren't they helping her? Who's helping her? Who? She over there with a washed up coach, a dry manager, and she about to get into a ring with a nobody. Who helping her? But I can guarantee you this, it's going to be some celebrities at that fight. Clock it. Clock it. It's going to be some celebrities at that fight. What you bet? It's going to be some streamers at that fight. What you bet? I can promise you that. For sure. Mm-hmm. They will be there. I'm not saying like big celebrities going to be there, but there will be a few people. There will definitely be streamers there. Oh yeah, for sure. But I can see people like Ryan Garcia, and whatnot, going to the fight and whatnot. Oh no, I don't have any haters on the chat, sweetie. You have to know a person for them to be hating. That's why they say it's a thin line between love and hate. A real thin line. Meaning, if you're saying what I want you to say, then I love you. But if you're not, then I hate you. See how thin that line is? It's real thin. I don't know these hoes. I'm at work. What are they doing? I'm at work. I'm working. So you can get paid to type. You can get paid to type. Girl, please. Girl, please. Yeah, and I'm over here going nonstop about Junior, girl. And I'm going to continue. I don't care about who's talking about me. Kudos to them. They're supposed to talk about me. I'm amazing. What has that changed? See, that's why if y'all ever get into YouTube or social media, don't ever worry about what people say about you. Unless they know you. You know, that's so different. But if they don't know you, you don't ever have to worry. Just know that you're Poppington. Just know that you're Poppington. You would have to be. Because what has changed? And don't ever overpromise and underdeliver. Don't ever go live telling people what's going to happen and it don't. Yeah. So I could care less. I'm popular. Yeah, I promise. And I've never cared about what a geriatric has to say about me. I don't care. I literally don't. She finding a wrestler? Awesome. I mean, I guess. Why are they okay? Because, girl. Yeah, man, we're gonna go live tomorrow. They're gonna be talking tomorrow. We're gonna go live the day after that. Y'all gonna come tell me every time. I didn't care when y'all couldn't tell me last week. Which y'all think it changed like week to week or something? Sean didn't care last week. He's totally gonna care this week. Are you sure? Are you okay? Yeah, he didn't give about this last week. Especially when some nobodies like, girl, tell me, come hit me up with Armand Wiggins, people that run numbers. You know, the girl, come tell me that Stormisha got my name in his mouth. Like, at least Storm run numbers. Like, girl, at least Storm is still forced to work. Like, people that can retire but won't. I don't care. I literally don't. It says way more about you than it would ever say about me. Girl, I don't care. And there's no tea on me. None, girl, sweetie. We wouldn't have to make up lawsuits and, you know, HIPAA violations and all of that if, you know, you have so much tea. You don't. You don't. We don't care. Where's the tea? Can you tell us something he hasn't? Can you please tell us something about Sean that he hasn't told us? Instead of coming forward confirming everything he said, it's a little annoying. Yeah, girl, I'm not moved. Girl, I'm not moved by any of that. I'm young, I'm skinny. Girl, we know about his medical neglect if she wouldn't exploit him. Correct. Absolutely. She does exploit him on a day-to-day basis. Did she pay Jane? Who's that? I gotta get my coffee. Yes, because I'm about to go on coffee in a minute. Girlfriend said I want to call in. I'm going to come back when I do the guess I forgot to say that. When I do the when the doctor calls me, I'm gonna go live. Right. And then I'll have y'all, if y'all have any questions or anything like that, I'm try. He doesn't have much time. He said he's only gonna have about like an hour. What time is it? Yeah. So he said he's gonna call me between 2 and 4 Central Standard Time. So I was trying to stay live just in case he calls. Is the panel happening? Yes. I talked to Miss J. I'm working a time frame with her. Shout out to Miss J. So she's going to be joining the panel. And I'm just waiting to hear back from Bologna. So Bologna and Miss J. I just need confirmation from them. Today wasn't the best time for Miss J. So yeah. So we will definitely be, we're still doing a panel. We absolutely are. Yes. Yes, so we are still doing the panel. Yes, 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 yes. I think we should focus on the main thing. First, she got the car seat. Now y'all spam about her toys. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, people are buying toys. So if people are buying and sending her toys, I feel that they have every right to ask about them. I mean, if you buy somebody something and send them something, you're not going to ask them about it. At least if they got it, they use it. You know? That's just what they were. I just said the live panel's still happening. Please don't ask again. Please don't. I literally just said that. Yeah. So I'm trying. Oh, the doctor calls. Well, he still has 15 minutes. He still has 15 minutes. Yeah, I was hoping that he would call while we were live. But either way, he's gonna call. And he's gonna talk to me about the club foot and based off pictures and videos, what I sent him, what he thinks. So that's what we're gonna be talking to him about. Sean Marsh's sister didn't take Junior to the hospital. She was going to, but Sean got mad and had Smiley go pick him up from her, so she never did. I think, from what Marsh said, her sister had already taken him to the hospital. Yeah. Her sister took him to the hospital, and when Chrisean talked to Marsh on the phone, and Marsh told her, that's when she had Smiley. Go and get the baby. That's what I was told. I wasn't told that Marsh told Chrisean before. I was told that Marsh told Chrisean after, because Chrisean was in jail. So she can't just like call whenever. Certain times that Chrisean would call. Yeah. So I was told that Marsh said that it was already done, that she already took him out of fear, because she didn't know why he kept throwing up. And that's where the alleged doxed paperwork came from. When Marsh and Chrisean fell out that first time. Although they fell out 50 times, but yeah. I'm just telling you what I was told. But that could be true. You know, I mean, I wasn't there. So that could be true too. It very so much could be. Yeah. There are so many sensory toys. Oh no, her kid can't have a sensory toy. If her kid can't have a sensory book, why would he be allowed to have a sensory toy? Sending her kid sensory toys, you're weird, bro. You're weird, bro. Why would you send my son this, bro? Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. Yes, I seen the video of her wiping Haunted. Yes. So gross. So gross. Adaptive toys. Yeah, he should. I mean, I think it's a sweet thing that people are sending him toys at all. And I think the reason people only send what they don't see. Why y'all think people send her walkers, car seats, strollers, toys, clothes? Most people don't buy something that they already see. Facts. If I see your kid got a stroller, why would I go buy you one? Unless you need a bigger one or better one. If your kid already got a walker, why would I go buy him one? You already got one. People are buying and sending that stuff because she don't have it. 100%. Yeah, we're going to still do the doctor call. We're going to, tomorrow is February 3rd, which makes a year since Ronnie Doe, aka CAINE, passed away, which is the alleged father of Chrisean Jr. So we will be doing a live dedicated to Ronnie tomorrow. So yes, we will be doing a live dedicated to Ronnie. We're going to play a little piece of his funeral and whatnot. Correct. We're going to do all that. And we're going to just get into everything, Ronnie, tomorrow. So we will be doing that. Tomorrow marks a year. So God rest his soul, and we sending prayers and everything to Ronnie's family, because I'm sure tomorrow's going to be a very hard day for them. So I think the least that we could do is go live and talk about Ronnie. Play some of his old interviews. He was funny, you know, he had funny moments and stuff like that. So yeah. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. And then hopefully Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, we can do the Save Chrisean Jr. Now panel. Okay? Featuring myself, Miss J, a TikToker. I think I have 2 TikTokers. Is this 2 YouTubers, 2 TikTokers? Or it might be, I don't know. I'm willing, everyone can come. Okay? The doctor is a very busy man. He's calling me between 2 and 4. Okay? There's no specific time. He's just going to call when he calls. Then it's going to be between 2 and 4 o'clock. Okay? He's a very busy man. Very busy. If it was at 2:15, I would say, hey, the doctor's about to call in 15 minutes. Like, he's going to call me between 2 and 4. That is what he has promised. To call me between 2 and 4. Like I said, if the live went too long, which it is kind of going long right now, I may just cut it and then just jump back on live when he calls. But I'm going to record it either way. So I can either record the phone call too and play it live so y'all can hear, because I already have all of my questions. And I got some good questions. Some really good questions for the doctor. But I needed to make sure he got those photos, and he did. So we should be good, because that's what he said he needed. He said, well, I need photos. And so I sent him photos of Junior. And I also sent him a couple videos of Junior and his feet and all of that. And Junior standing. I wanted to pick his brain. Is he standing on his own based off of his stature? Is he doing that by himself? Or do you think he's being propped up? You know, so I have some really good questions. Some really good questions for the doctor. I do. And I really want to get into club feet. That, like, his club foot. That's one of the main things that I want to talk to him about. Okay. So yes, I'm excited to talk to him between 2 and 4 today. Correct. Central Standard Time. Correct. So it's about to be 2 o'clock right now. 7 minutes away. So he has 2 hours, and he only has an hour. So that's how I know for sure he's going to call between 2 and 4. Because he says he only has about an hour to talk. I'm getting his lunch break, basically. He's dedicating his lunch to Chrisean. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. But I think I'm just going to cut it right here because it's already getting long. I don't want the live to be super long. And then when y'all tune in, it's like you got to watch 4 hours of content just to get to the call, if that's what y'all want. So yeah, I think I'm just going to end it right here, and then we'll just come back. I'll just jump back on live as soon as the doctor calls. Okay. But I'm going to record it. I already got everything set up to record it. Okay. Because after that, I'm going on coffee. So even when I do the call with the doctor, it's just going to be the call. I was going to try to take a call or two and then end it, because then I have another show to go and do. Okay. So we'll be doing that. All right. So I'm going to try to hop back on live. And why I say try is because it's like pushing buttons and all that. I probably won't be no title. I'll probably just go live. I got time for all that. I'm trying to talk to the doctor. Okay, he only got a selected amount of time. So, if I go, I'm just going boop boop. We live, and I ain't gonna say nothing to you. I'm just gonna focus on doctor. Focus on doctor because I got some good questions. And I know y'all have good questions too. That's why I want to try to be here just in case it's like something I forgot or wasn't thinking of. So yeah, so that's what that were. So I'm excited for him to call. It's to hurry up because I've been waiting for this call. Like hardcore. Waiting for this call. Okay. So what channel is coffee? It's on Discord and I put it on my community wall over here. Okay. And that's tonight. I'm gonna be doing that around because the doctor I wanted to give him at least an hour. So around like 5:30. Around like 5:30, 5:36. I'm around 5:36. Okay. So I love you all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for the super stickers and liking the video. Okay. And subscribing to this channel. We'll be back momentarily. So don't go too far. Okay. Because he should be calling really soon. And I'm going to stay where I'm going to use the restroom. And I'm coming right back and sitting right here. I'm just going to sit here and wait. Watch something on YouTube or something real quick and just wait for him to call. Okay. Oh, actually, let me get my title and stuff together. Because then I can just hit go live. Okay. I love you guys. So I will see y'all on the next show. Well, about less than an hour, hopefully. Okay. I love you. And until the next show, bye.